Hi guys, Mrs. Kirchhoff here. I wanted to continue our discussion on subject-verb agreement, but this time look at indefinite pronouns. So our learning target today is I can identify the correct verb when an indefinite pronoun is the subject. So what are indefinite pronouns? Well, let's review. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun in a sentence. So an indefinite pronoun does not refer to any specific number of people, things, or ideas. So some indefinite pronouns can be singular, and I have some examples here in blue. Words like each, either, neither, one, everyone, everybody, no one, nobody, anyone, anybody, someone, somebody. All of those indefinite pronouns are singular. We also have some indefinite pronouns that are considered plural. Words like both, few, many, or several are considered plural indefinite pronouns. Finally, we have some pronouns that can be either singular or plural, depending on how they're used, and I'll show you an example of that. So words like all, any, more, most, none, or some can be either singular or plural, depending on the context. So here's that list up at the top. This is a long list, so I don't expect you to have everything memorized here. So we'll use this as a reference. Let's take a look at an example. Neither make or makes the cake. So neither is definitely an indefinite pronoun. I'm not sure how many people that's referring to. So I look up on my list here at the top. I use my little cheat sheet to find the word neither, and I see it right here. So that means it's a singular indefinite pronoun. So I need to use a singular verb. So neither makes the cake. So it's neither makes because neither is singular and the verb needs to be singular. And we know that makes is a singular verb because it ends with the letter S. So neither makes the cake. So here's another example. Few disagree or disagrees with her comments. So few is an indefinite pronoun. I need to find it up in my cheat sheet here. And I see it right here in the middle on the plural list. So few is plural, which means I need a plural verb. So I would use disagree. Few disagree with her comments. Disagree is my plural verb. My next example, anyone is or are available at that time. So anyone is my singular indefinite pronoun. I will look up here to find it on my list, and I see it right here. Anyone is on my singular list. So I would use a singular verb is. Singular verbs always end with S. So anyone is available at that time. My next example, all of the principals boil or boils down to paying attention. So the word I'm looking at here is all. If I look on my list in blue at the top, all can be either singular or plural. So now I use the part of the subject that comes after all, right? Principles, that's closest to the verb. So principles is plural. So here, all would be considered plural. All of the principles, plural. So I would need boil as my plural verb. All of the principles boil down to paying attention. My last example. Most of the problem is or are solved by listening. So most is my indefinite pronoun. If I look in blue, it is right here. So that means it can be singular or plural. So I look at what comes after most. The word problem is singular. So I would use the singular verb is. Most of the problem is solved by listening. So here's that answer key again. Few disagree with her comments. Anyone is available at that time. All of the principles boil down to paying attention, and most of the problem is solved by listening. So for all these indefinite pronouns, I used this reference in blue, this box at the top, to figure out if it was singular or plural, and then I picked the appropriate verb. Now, indefinite pronouns can be tricky. We can't always go off of what sounds best. We have to reference this list at the top. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. and I hope you have a great day. Go Bears!